Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm going to do a features inspection of the 68 OceanClass hybrid from Greenline. Now, to be clear, I use the term hybrid, but this can be either diesel powered, diesel electric, or all electric, as with all Greenlines. Now we'll start right here in the aft deck, which is probably going to be the first gathering area that we come to as we board the boat. There are boarding gates to both port and starboard, and welcome gathering area starts with an aft bench behind a solid teak table, and it is on two fixed pedestals. This area can be enhanced by serving from the galley by opening up this area, but we'll get more into that as we move to the interior. All of this is protected from the overhead 6 feet 11 inches off the deck, and notice that there are side panels giving us a little bit more protection from breeze that might be coming from the side decks. Gates lead us down to stairs going to the swim platform, and this is a hydraulic swim platform and a very large hydraulic swim platform too. There are cradles to put a tender in the center of it, and we have stairs that are actuated when the platform goes into the down position. And I can't help but notice, because this boat has a CE A category offshore rating, you'll see grab handles everywhere as we make our tour throughout the boat. For additional protection from the sun, we can drop down a sunscreen that's in between the two stanchions. Now let's check out the flybridge, and again, remember, CE Category A, grab handles everywhere we go. Well, certainly a lot of entertainment to be done in this deck. Let's start right here where we have an open deck that can be populated with deck chairs, lounge chairs, whatever the case may be. And then just ahead, take a look at this. There's a grilling station with a double electric grill, sink, cutting surface, underneath, refrigerator, ice maker, and then storage. Now moving forward, L-shaped seating around a fixed teak table, and then a sun pad up forward. But more to the point, it's the fit and finish going on in this boat. Upholstery going up to the sides of the supports, upholstery to the overhead, LED lighting, speakers. It's just an elevated level of fit and finish that we're seeing already throughout this boat, and we haven't even gotten to the interior yet. Now let's move to the interior, and firstly, we just open up a single door. Once it's open, manual latch down at the bottom. Now we can increase the capability of blending the inside with the outside by simply releasing this manual latch and opening this door even further, and it latches down at the bottom once it's opened fully. Great job of, as I say, blending the inside with the outside, and we can increase that even more by dropping this partition down and then extend this counter space. Now I have to say, there's a whole row of switches here, and usually when you enter a boat, you're flipping switches to try to figure out what switch does what, but look at how clearly these are labeled. Nice job with the OceanClass. And now we've got a wide open layout with the aft galley and dining area directly across from that, and then the salon fully forward. And notice how it's all brightly lit from the surrounding windows. Let's start our tour by looking at the galley. First of all, we have the regular cast of characters with a solid surface counter. This time we do have raised fiddles, happy to see that. Single basin sink with a pull-out sprayer. Miele induction cooktop and a convection microwave underneath. Now the notable features are nice pull-out pantry, more storage underneath. I like that there's a lazy Susan. When it goes all the way around, it closes back up seamlessly. Up above, push to open, and then notice there are rails in front of all of the storage spaces. Another pull-out pantry right here. The refrigerator freezer with finished fronts. Like that there's a coffee garage. And then underneath, a Miele dishwasher. Now directly across, L-shaped seating surrounding a solid wood table, and I mean solid wood. Look at this thing on two fixed pedestals. I would really like to see this on a mount that allows it to slide in and out to make it easier to get behind the table. But most notably, again with the fit and finish department, 6 foot 10 inch ceilings, so you've got great visibility out the windows. When you're standing, you don't have to duck, and when you're sitting down, notice how the windows drop down, so you got good visibility to the horizon from the seated position as well. Two 7-inch steps bring us to the salon, and the overhead increases as well, so we maintain our 6 foot 10 inch height. To the port hand side, U-shaped sofa, and it's upholstered in ultra leather. golden teak veneer on both sides, matching the coffee table in the center. And I have to say, you really do need to sit on this sofa to experience the comfort level. It just can't be seen. Directly across, whole entertainment center over here. First of all, a large serving area is enhanced by the glassware on an electric lift. Just underneath is a Miele wine chiller, so we match the rest of the appliances. The credenza just ahead has plenty of storage, including dedicated storage for stemware. Now to the sides, all of the windows are fitted with electric blinds, and there's also a TV 50 inches on an electric lift. Now, as we make our way down below, there's an awful lot to like here. First of all, there's this open atrium floor plan that gives us a lot of natural light coming from the forward windshields, but more importantly, it's the fit and finish that I'm appreciating here. There's a lot of inlay work on the stairs, the beautiful wood that has been incorporated into this design, but more importantly, as I look back and up at the overhead, there's a lot of curves and a lot of nice detail work that went into this. It speaks a lot about how the OceanClass really put a lot of work into this design. Now, let's take a look at the master stateroom. Well, you've got to love a full beam master stateroom. Just ahead of the berth, there's a 7-inch step down, center mounted berth, 6 feet 9 inches of overhead clearance. It's a settee over to the starboard side, storage to both sides underneath the berth, and there's a storage credenza over on the port hand side. There are hull side windows to both port and starboard, and it's important to note, CE Category A, these are integral and structural components of the hull. Opening port light in the center as well. There's additional storage and closets to both port and starboard, and lighted hanging rod. 32-inch TV to the forward bulkhead. Appreciate that there's a grab rail right here. And then there's a desk just forward. Now, if you're not happy with the amount of storage that's already in this stateroom, this storage credenza can be duplicated over to the starboard side in lieu of that sofa. Now, right at the entrance behind a pocket door is the master head. This has another hull side window, and it's also got a separate walk-in shower. And just outside the entrance is a combination washer-dryer. So now our next stateroom is the guest stateroom right to starboard. This features side-by-side berths. There are 2 opening port lights, flat screen TV, another large hanging locker. This one also has a private entrance to the head that has the same features as the master head, including the walk-in shower, and because it has a separate entrance to the companionway, it also serves double duty as a day head. Now, just forward is our VIP stateroom. This one has the usual features of an island berth, hull side windows to both port and starboard, and like the master, these windows are integral to the structural integrity of the hull. There are opening port lights in the middle of the windows. Access to the berth is from both sides, and there are hanging lockers to both port and starboard. And we've got a private ensuite, again with a walk-in shower. Now at the bow, 2 places to gather, an 8-foot bench seat forward facing, there's storage all the way underneath, and then 2 feet ahead, there's a sun pad with chaise lounge style seating that faces forward, or we can lift this pad and come up with aft facing seating. In both corners behind the bench seat, there's pop-up LED lighting, and to starboard, Fusion stereo remote control. Now, as I said in the beginning, this boat is available in 3 different choices: diesel, diesel-electric hybrid, or electric only. It's a lifestyle choice, and it's all up to you. Now, these 3 choices are covered more in depth in our test video, so be sure to look for that. For now, that's my full features inspection of the OceanClass 68 Hybrid from Greenline. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.